I had the delight today of playing somebody who was 2400 plus. This individual liked the Vienna game. And the Vienna game is one of my least favorite things to try to deal with. Even though it's a nice old-fashioned opening, it's fairly forcing as far as black's concerned, and the people who understand it know every variation of it. And it's one of the worst things to try to play the Latvian Gambit against. It just doesn't set up well against the Latvian Gambit. And yet, guess what I play? So, it's really an attempt by white to play kind of a reverse Latvian. So I play the Latvian Gambit against it, and that should not work. And we're going to see how we open the F file, and we're going to see where we're going to put a lot of pressure in the center. And unfortunately, I blunder fairly early in this game, but I turn the blunder into something fairly positive, and I'll talk about the kind of choices that I had to make in regards to that. So without further ado, let's look at this. Now, we'll turn on the engine, and you'll be able to see that white should be playing e takes f5. And for some bizarre reason, and I have my theories about this player plays this move. So this is a playable move, and it does give white an advantage, but for some reason I think that this player probably thought I played another move than what I did. So he set that up, and now it's a question of, what do we really do? I mean, e takes f4 seems to me to be practically forced. So that's the right pawn to take, because now we're threatening a check on h4, and we prevent a white from doing a number of things. So it says nevertheless that white should check or play queen d2 or something like that. So this is kind of bizarre, out of the book, old-fashioned stuff. So this player plays his knight out, and I just take the other pawn, and now black has an advantage. So already, I do not have a one game, but the fortunes of chess have changed. Now he recaptures, and it looks like, he ought to have an advantage here. Now, the fact is I'm a pawn up, so what do I do? Do I play d5? Or do I just play something fairly standard? Well, this is what I played. And he plays a lot of the correct moves here. So bishop to c4 is a little sharper. He played d4. Allows me to get d5 in, which I see the computer is only recommending a little bit. He likes d6 better. So bishop to d3, bishop to d6. That's kind of a brave move, because there's a check on the e file coming, and you have to know how to answer that. And castles. Black should have a solid advantage here. Interestingly, knight to e5 is a good move for white here. He doesn't play that. But now both Stockfish and this computer recommended g5. And I blunder. I move bishop to g4. Now, why is that a blunder? Well, any potzer can tell you that it leaves two pawns hanging. It leaves d5 and b7. So, yes, I screwed up here. I played a mindless move. That does happen. I am a pawn up. And amazingly, after this move, the player is only slightly up. See, I can retreat my bishop. Now, the fact is here that I do have the ability to save this pawn. And I can play bishop takes knight, followed by queen to e6. If he recaptures with the rook, then I have some cheap shots, and then I might have time to play b6. So I capture, he captures, and now it says queen to e6 saves the pawn. But once again, it's suggesting queen to e6. Now I make a knight move, and he should have me completely shot and destroyed here. So I give up one of these two pawns at this point, and I'm betting that he's going to play queen takes, d pawn check. And I'm just going to move my king, and then I'm going to get some pressure along the d file, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get some compensation. However, he can build an attack out of this. So, due to my blunder, I'm down one. So he takes the wrong pawn. I retreat, covering my d pawn. And now the game is about to be shot. He needs to retreat his queen and get it out of dodge here. And this allows me to have a bunch of play and at least equalize. He took the wrong pawn. So what does he do? He makes a huge blunder. He moves b4. Then after b4, he's lost. So why is that? Hopefully I'm We're going to do it in the computer so you'll be able to tell if I'm lying here. But b4, it's one of those moves where an alarm clock goes off in your brain and says, well, this guy's shot, he's done. And what's wrong with b4? Well, look at what he's just done. You know, how many spaces does his queen even have to move without being taken? You know, he's taken away the whole b file pretty much. I mean, with one move, I'm going to occupy all his remaining spaces. So let's see. I don't even see the point of moving b4. And obviously, the move here is a6. So this is a5 is playable too. Okay, so now I'm not going to go into the rest of this game because this game's basically over. He did play bishop takes f4 and sacrifice his bishop for a pawn and then double on the f file. And that doesn't work, by the way. You know, for one thing, I still trap his queen. And, you know, he can go ahead and take me, you know, get the bishop back, and I just move my queen over to d6 and cover the c pawn, and he's still trapped, you know, he's still shot. So, okay, so bishop d4 is the only way for him to really, truly, gracefully give up the piece at this point, and he's going to be down. So I just wanted to show this as an example of, gee, your queen's over there, why do you want to cut off its escape route, and why are you rated so high and make moves like this? So that's the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it.